Good evening and welcome to this Committee of Adjustment meeting. It is Thursday, December the 4th, 2025, 6:45 p.m. and I will call this meeting to order. I'll remind the committee members of any disclosures of pecuniary interest in the general nature thereof. Seeing none. Section 3, adoption of minutes of the previous meeting. The minutes of the Committee of Adjustment meeting held November the 20th, 2025 have been circulated. If there are no errors or omissions, I would appreciate a mover and seconder for the following. That the minutes from the Committee of Adjustment meeting held November the 20th, 2025 be approved as presented. Moved by Committee Member Weisler. Committee Member Chilcott will second. All in favor? That's carried. Moving on with this evening's application, we're dealing with a minor variance application, COA 0825, Banman at 55547 Main Street. The purpose of this variance is to grant the following relief from the zoning bylaw regulation on the subject property located at 55547 Main Street, south side, west of Plank Road in the village of Stratfordville. Section 10.6 to permit a maximum lot coverage of 34%, whereas 30% is required. The effect of this variance is to permit an increased maximum lot coverage on the subject property that is permitted in the village residential 1, that's the R1 zone. At this point, we will have the staff presentation, report DS 50/25. I assume you're doing it this evening, Thomas, by Thomas Thayer, our CAO, on COA 0825 Banman 55547 Main Street. Thomas, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On behalf of Mark tonight, I'm presenting this report for the Committee of Adjustment. So as you've heard, this is for 55547 Main Street, Stratfordville. This minor variance application follows a zoning bylaw amendment process where a couple of site-specific zoning exceptions were approved by Council on May 1st, 2025 under zoning bylaw number Z 805/2025. As noted in the purpose and effect of this application, it is to grant relief from the zoning bylaw on the subject property, specifically section 10.6 of the zoning bylaw, to permit a maximum lot coverage of 34%, whereas 30% is the current maximum for this particular zone. Planner's memorandum is attached to the report, provides an analysis for the minor variance to address the increased lot coverage on the subject lands. The municipal planner and staff concur that the application meets the criteria to grant relief from zoning bylaw section 10.6 to permit a maximum lot coverage of 34% in R1 zone to permit the construction of a single detached dwelling. Mr. Chair, I will leave it with you and the committee to deliberate.
All right, thank you for that, Thomas. Is the applicant here? Do you wish to speak tonight? Please attend the podium. Is there a sign-in sheet?
Yes.
Sign in, please. State your name, and then you're able to have your say.
Yeah, so it's Henry Banman here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're just trying to do the minor variance just to keep the second bedroom on the main floor. They would, with shrinking the house to, I think it was 3.6% that we were over. Yeah, it was around 240 square feet anyways, I think, total.
Okay.
And yeah, just trying to keep the house as big as we can, I guess.
All right, thank you. Open it up to the public. Does anyone from the public wish to address this minor variance application? If you do, please attend the podium and sign in and have your say. All right, seeing no one come forward, turn it over to the committee for questions and discussion. Does anyone in the committee have any questions? Any concerns? I would note from the planner's report that there doesn't seem to be any concerns with regarding the extra 240 square feet.
Not aware of any concerns, Mr. Mayor,
All
Mr.
right.
Chair.
No negative impacts anticipated on the neighbors' properties.
Not that we're aware of, Mr. Chair.
Right, thank you for that. Let's move forward then with the decision of the committee. We have a proposed motion that reads that the Committee of Adjustment Secretary Treasurer's Report DS 50/25 regarding the abandonment minor variance be received. And that the Committee of Adjustment considered all written and oral submissions received on this application, the effect of which helped the committee to make an informed decision. And whereas the committee agrees that the proposed variance as presented meets section 45(1)(1) of the Planning Act and is considered minor. Therefore, application COA 0825 submitted by Henry and Anna Banman pursuant to section 45 of the Planning Act for a minor variance is granted to allow relief from the following municipality of Bayham zoning bylaw number Z 456/2003 regulation for the construction of a new single detached dwelling. Section 10.6 to permit a maximum lot coverage of 34%, whereas 30% is required in the R1 zone. Do we have a mover and seconder for that? Committee member Chilcott will move. Committee member Emerson will second. All in favor? And that is carried. Moving on then with the adjournment. The Committee of Adjustment meeting for consideration of minor variance application COA 0825 be adjourned at 6:51 p.m. Mover and seconder, please. Committee member Weisler. Committee member Emerson will second. All in favor? And that's carried. I'm sorry. I will reread the motion because I missed part of it. The Committee of Adjustment meeting for consideration of minor variance application COA 0825 be adjourned at 6:51 p.m. and that in accordance with the regulations of the Planning Act, notices of decision be circulated by the Secretary Treasurer accordingly. Now, all in favor? That is carried. We are adjourned.